to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Vegan Lillian Windward claims her 50th birthday party was a bust after a guest broke her rules by cooking meat in the house. Benson Sanchez says he enjoyed his lobsters on the patio, so there was no need to pitch a fit.
It looks like I've got Miss Lillian Windward here as my plaintiff and Benson Sanchez as the defendant. Mr. Sanchez, I see you brought a witness with you, Miss Raina Kumar.
I have, Your Honor.
Okay, excellent. She's been sworn in?
She has been sworn in.
Thank you, Elijah. Okay, Miss Windward, why are we in court today?
Well, I'm here today because I am suing Benson Sanchez for negligence for $850 for a traumatizing experience that was supposed to be a birthday celebration for myself. He cooked meat, even though he knew I was a vegan and agreed not to, in a cottage. It's traumatizing.
What's your rationale for choosing the vegan lifestyle?
Well, when I was a young child, we were celebrating Easter, and I have a background that they often cook game.
Okay,
and
sure.
they served rabbit. And it happened that it was a pet rabbit, and I've never been the same.
Okay, so that's important for me to establish, right? Because people are vegan or vegetarian for different reasons. Some people it's purely dietary, but for you it sounds like it's more than that, right? It's emotional. You have the connection to the animals, and you don't want to see animals harmed for any reason, including human consumption. That's it?
Yes, you get this.
Yeah, I do. Now, I don't partake, because I'm a red meat girl myself. I do understand and I do respect your lifestyle. Okay, so tell me how Mr. Sanchez came into play here. How do you even know this man?
Well, I know Mr. Sanchez through my dear girlfriend, Raina Kumar. We've known each other since college.
Great.
And this is her boyfriend.
Okay, so you two are a couple?
Months.
We are.
Okay,
yes.
great. We'll get to that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So.
Okay, is that judgment I see on your face, Miss Windward? Okay, because I'm the one doing the judging today, Miss Windward. Go ahead, continue.
I didn't really care for Benson the minute I met him.
But how did he come into contact with you for this birthday celebration, since you don't even like him?
Well, I organized a big celebration for all of the girlfriends from college to get together.
Great.
5 of
Is
us.
this a milestone celebration for you?
Well, it was my 50th birthday.
That's something to celebrate.
Asking.
Congratulations. Okay, so you're turning, 50. That's a big deal. You want to do something special.
Yes, and we hadn't seen each other in years, the
Okay,
girls.
so what did you plan, Miss Windward?
Well, I did a lot of research, and I found a lovely cottage to book, a 6-bedroom cottage for the 12 of us,
Okay.
significant others to be coming.
Great.
And in Rockland, Maine, which is idyllic, I hear. I've always wanted to go.
Okay.
And so that's how I became acquainted with Benson.
So he was invited as a guest of the the defendant witness, which I'll hear about in a second.
Exactly.
Okay, so he's coming, then what happens?
Well, so I did all this organizing, and one of the things that I sent around in the group text was that I would be happy to organize and get the arrangements for the payment, but everybody would please agree to not cook meat or bring meat into the house to honor my vegan lifestyle.
Yes.
Everyone was okay with it. And I even have the text message here.
That's what I want to see, Miss Woodward. Go ahead and give all your evidence to my bailiff, ma'am.
Thank you.
And let me take a look.
Here you go, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. As far as y'all know, I'm still vegan. Feel free to cook and eat meat outside on the patio, but please don't bring any meat of any kind to the cottage. Cool? I see Mr. Sanchez enters the chat, quite literally here. He says, I eat meat for every meal, but okay. Ms. Kumar, go ahead and approach Mr. Sanchez. What's your explanation so far as to the facts?
She, obviously, you can see the text, Your Honor. She is being controlling from the get-go. She is very uptight. She is already making it uncomfortable. We haven't even gotten there. And I am agreeing to whatever she wants.
Uncomfortable for you?
What's that?
Uncomfortable for who, sir? Uncomfortable for you?
For me and for her. I mean, we.
Okay, well, I'm going to let her speak for herself since she's a grown woman and she's sworn in to testify. Were you uncomfortable, ma'am?
Well, I think she was, she's always been very particular since college, very particular about her veganism.
Okay.
And we always, tried to adhere to that, accommodate her and let her, I did eat meat in the dorm room. I
You're
really
a meat
like
eater.
to eat meat, yeah. So for
so
me,
am I.
I did that for my friend.
Okay.
And we did agree to this because it was her 50th. But, I think she failed to recognize that everyone prefers to eat meat.
And it wasn't meat. It was
was it,
lobster.
It was lobster.
It was lobster.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Well, did you enjoy the meal, Ms.
No.
Kumar?
No, we did
I
not.
slaved over that meal for
I understand,
4
but
hours.
we like to have
Okay,
our
thank
meats.
you. Thank you, Ms.
Sorry.
Kumar. You gave me what I needed.
And later,
Earlier at the party, there was another adult who had sat on that swing, and I
Okay.
saw him, and I said to the entire party, no adults on that swing.
this is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Lillian Windward, who blames Benson Sanchez for ruining her birthday.
Okay, so I heard that there was some photo evidence so I could see this lobster. Let's see what we're talking about here on the plasma. Let's see what is going on with this lobster. Oh, gosh, not the eyes.
It looks great.
Lord have mercy.
Your
That's how you're
Honor,
supposed
that's exactly what my ethos is all about. I don't eat things with a face.
With the face. Yeah, it's giving Little Mermaid vibes, Mr. Sanchez. It really is. I think it's going to
you're
start
seeing
singing
it
and
as it's
dancing in a
coming.
minute.
It's coming out of the pot. It gets much better after.
Okay, so this is what you did in this cottage?
I did.
Okay, so you're boiling this live, but why did you have to do that inside when she gave clear directive to do it outside?
Well, first, I don't consider this meat. And secondly, you have to boil it. Where am I supposed to boil outside? I need hot water. It needs to be under the fire. I can't just heat the water and take it outside for it to cook
You ever heard
properly.
of a hot plate, Mr. Sanchez?
Not in this place. I mean, this is a cottage. This is a really fancy cottage. There was nothing out there.
Let's go to this second text message exchange here. Hey, Benson, I'm still furious with you for boiling live lobsters in the cottage. So this is from Miss Windward to you, Benson. It was immoral and cruel. You completely ruined my birthday. I couldn't stay there another night because of your selfish behavior. The right thing to do is send me your share of the cottage expense. You're out of your mind, Lillian. I'm not paying you a dime. First of all, lobsters are not meat. I boiled them because that's how you're supposed to cook them. Raina, the girlfriend, and I paid our share just like the other 4 couples. You don't get anything back, get a life, and stay out of mine. Okay, that's pretty nasty there, Mr. Benson. Let me ask you this, Miss Windward. Did you vacate the premise?
Your Honor, I did vacate. My boyfriend and I decided after the horrific accident,
They did stay there one night. I just want to add that. You stayed one night.
Well, we did stay one night,
It
yes.
wasn't that bad.
So the
then.
first, okay, let that.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Mr. Sanchez?
Yes.
The next time, Elijah here is going to escort you out of my courtroom.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Miss Windward, do tell me, this first and only night you stayed out of the 2 nights, was it enjoyable?
Well, it was wonderful.
It was wonderful. Okay,
Yes,
thank you. You can stop talking, Miss Windward. That's all I need to know.
I cooked them a vegan meal.
Thank
They
you, Miss
loved
Windward.
it.
Thank you. Okay, so you stayed one night, and then after the second traumatic experience here, you decided to vacate. So you left your own party.
Sadly, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and the first night we did go along and eat her meal that she made. None of us are vegan, and we prefer eating a meat, but we decided we would do that. So we didn't think for the second
Well,
evening.
did you enjoy the meal, Miss
No.
Kumar?
No, we did
I
not.
slaved over that meal for
I understand,
4 hours.
but we like to have
Okay,
our
thank
meats.
you. Thank you, Ms.
Sorry.
Kumar. You gave me what I needed. Okay, finally here, let's get to the invoice. So I'm looking at this. This is the $5,100. So each couple split this evenly to the
Yes.
tune of $850 for a 2-night
Yes,
stay.
Your Honor.
Okay, and you guys paid and you got their money.
I did.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to be making a ruling here shortly, but I am going to allow Mr. Sanchez to have a final word to explain to the court once again, while after indicating that you understood that you were not supposed to be cooking anything that wasn't vegan in the house, and you do concede that lobster is not vegan, right? Whether or not it's meat, I hear you could be debatable, but you know that's not a vegan lifestyle choice.
I guess so, yes.
We
I
guess
know
so.
that.
Okay, great. So tell the court why you chose to bring the lobsters inside?
Well, we actually ate it outside, Your Honor. In fact, I have some evidence if I'm allowed to show
Oh,
you.
sure, please.
Okay, thank you. And it's actually.
Hurry up, give it to my
actually
bailiff,
take
give
the
him
sir.
everything
Oh,
you've got.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, what you're going to see in this photographs, and
Thank you.
yes, it starts with some of the photos. I prepared the plates outside, and I mean, I understand that she doesn't like it, but this is how they look. If you don't
Not
do it
just
this
the
way,
tails, Your Honor, the whole dead carcass of the animal.
it's a shell. It's like your skin.
Okay,
Better looking.
But we
actually.
ate it outside.
Okay, I understand that, Ms. Kumar. You guys ate the meal outside, but it was cooked. You two are conceding. Boiled live lobsters, as I do respect, they should be cooked. But I don't understand why this could not have been attempted to be done outside. I've heard enough from all parties. Ms. Kumar, you can have a seat. Thank you for your testimony.
Thank you.
I'm going to go back to a piece of evidence the plaintiff brought. This original group text, it looks like 35,000 of y'all were on, speaking of the group. And it looks like she's very clear. She likes what she likes. She has a particular way about herself, and she has a chosen lifestyle, which happens to be vegan, that she supports with a moral integrity. And as it was her 50th birthday, as she set the rules and gave the invitations, which you did not have to participate, when you consent to go, when you say, I eat meat for every meal, but guess what the magic words are, Mr. Sanchez? But okay. That's you acquiescing to her demand. Same with you, Ms. Kumar. Sure, but only because that part doesn't matter. Only because it's Sunday. Doesn't matter. When you said sure, that is you acquiescing to her terms, rigid they may be. Therefore, the court does order that you ruined the second night of her birthday celebration. But, Ms. Windward, per your own testimony, you had quite a lovely time, night one of your birthday celebration. So the court is going to rule in your favor, ma'am, but to exactly half of the cost you've asked for, the court grants you half of your $850 demand. That is my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $425.
That's fair.
Yeah. No, it is not. You know what? You just wanted the money, and you know it.
We're going to give
You
you
had a
your
great
money,
time.
but this
Victory
friendship
is
is over.
on my side.
Yeah.
This friendship
You've had
is
today
over.
in court.
My side.
Please follow me.
Yeah, whatever. You know what? I wanted to pay for it anyway.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
As soon as this thing snapped and broke, you know, I'm trying to save my son.
Closed captioning provided by This is Equal Justice. Marcus Stevens claims his vintage camera was broken at a barbecue after the swing he sat on fell to the ground. Sarah Goldfield says Mr. Stevens knew the swing was for kids only, but he ignored her warning anyway.
Mr. Stevens, why are you in my courtroom today?
My camera broke. My awesome vintage camera that was inherited to me by my father. It broke on her property, and she wouldn't pay for it, so I'm here now to get some money for that camera. I was on her property at the time. She has barbecues once
her?
a month.
Is your neighbor?
So she's not a neighbor, but we live in the same neighborhood. My mother knows her pretty well. I'm living with my mother at the moment. So my mom suggested that I go to this party. She has children near the same age as my son, Jack. I was trying to talk to Jack's mom and get him to FaceTime with his mother. So I stepped away from the barbecue and tried to, get him to talk to his mom. I sat in the swing and it broke. And my camera went flying, and luckily my son didn't go flying. I was able to save him, but my camera got all busted up. And it's
Well, let me see what
important
we're
to me.
talking about. Do you have any photographs or evidence, sir, that you want the court to consider about this camera?
I have a picture of the camera.
Great. Go ahead and give that to my bailiff. Give the bailiff everything, sir,
Folder.
so we can consider it.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I see a photo of this swing that you, for some reason, with your grown self, was sitting in, but we'll get to that. And then I see this invoice here. Okay, so this is the damage result. So you've got a total of $388 for your repair bill.
Correct.
Talk to me about why you were in this swing.
I figured I would leave the backyard, go out to the front yard where it would be quieter.
Got it. Okay, so you were looking for a quieter environment
spot.
during the barbecue. What do you tell your guests by virtue of this swing that's in your front yard?
So what he failed to mention was that earlier at the party, there was another adult who had sat on that swing, and I
Okay.
saw him, and I said, to the entire party, no adults on that swing.
Okay.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I do not think this is my fault at all. I, as a matter of fact, think he was being a negligent parent by sitting on this swing with his child that clearly could not support him.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Marcus Stevens, who brought Sarah Goldfield to court over a collapsed swing and a broken camera.
All right, so you go to get something quiet. You're with your son. You pop a squat here in this swing.
Yeah.
And where's your son at this point, sir?
I set him down on my lap, on my right leg, my phone in my left hand, trying to FaceTime his mom. So I'm sitting
tell
down.
me, why were you, because you had the phone to FaceTime with your ex-wife, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And why are you even carrying your camera with you?
I carry this camera with me every day. I carry it everywhere. It's kind of my livelihood.
Oh, got it.
I make money with this camera. I figured to hang out with the neighborhood and the friends of the neighborhood, like at this barbecue, would be a great place to take pictures.
Okay.
So, you know, it had a strap on it. It's around my neck. So if you can imagine me sitting with my son on my lap, phone in my left hand, FaceTiming, and as soon as this thing snapped and broke, you know, I'm trying to save my son.
Right. What do you have to say in defense, Ms. Schofield? Why was maybe there no sign or anything indicating that this is for kids only?
As far as I'm concerned, I don't consider that on my property.
Oh.
I think that is technically city property. It's on the other side of the sidewalk. There was a plan for us to eventually replace that swing. I just hadn't gotten to it. All the neighborhood kids are going on that swing. I see kids on that all the time.
So you permit the kids to play. Okay. And what do you have to say about the fact that his camera was destroyed, he says, on your property?
I feel bad that it happened. I do not think this is my fault at all. I, as a matter of fact, think he was being a negligent parent by sitting on this swing with his child that clearly could not support him. And I think that talks to a bigger issue than a camera being broken.
I was doing the exact opposite of being a negligent father as I was trying to get my son to talk to his mother.
Judge Eboni's verdict when Equal Justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
Perhaps you should have been better served standing or finding somewhere else to be. I don't believe, based off of looking at that, I don't think anybody in this courtroom looked at that tiny little baby-sized swing and thought your big grown frame should belong in it. If this is such a hazard for adults to be in, next time use a sign, ma'am. But the court is not convinced that you are responsible for the damages sustained by this man's camera. Sir, one could also argue you've got to be more careful when something is of that esteemed value and significance, such as a memorabilia piece like that. So unfortunately for you, Mr. Stephen, the court is going to dismiss the plaintiff's case. That's my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
I think the judge was correct to dismiss this case, and I think Mr. Stevens should be more careful with his children and his prized possessions going forward.
I was being very careful at the moment. I just found a place to sit. It happened to be a swing that should not be there.